Parampara. Om Sri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Just something important. Why Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji has discussed about desire. Desire is the problem, but in desire, there is some gradation, some problems are there. We always say that Viveka, 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 Viveka. Apart from Viveka and Vairagya, we can't get rid of that. But if we don't know the desire properly, how should we apply our Viveka? So desire should be clear to apply our Viveka. Clear? That's why that crocodile in the water, all such example came. If anyone goes to a saintly person, Guru, then that through Vedantic discussion, people can understand the desire. You know what is the beauty of Vedanta? Each and every creature, each and every devata, everyone is having problem. But the gradation of problem and all other things are not known to everyone else. Or whenever problem comes, it comes as cyclone. But Vedantic students know how to resist it, means how to protect himself or herself. You can ask any one of your companion who are listening to Vedanta and understood Vedanta, how they handle the problem of their life through Vedanta. That is the beauty of Vedanta. Then one important, means not important, interesting thing I just want to tell you, that verse number 82, Mokshasya Kangsha Yadi Vaitavasti, that Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji has taken from Ashtavakra Gita. Clear? So this slok has taken by Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji from Ashtavakra Gita. Here one thing is notable, that Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji composes his own thing, but if he sees any good things in any other text, he did not hesitate. যেখানে ভালো জিনিস দেখেছেন তা ছাত্রদের জন্য চয়ন করতে তিনি এতটুকু কুণ্ঠাবোধ করেননি। See that Sarparajju example, it's not Bhagavan Shankaracharyaji's own concept. Some organization are there, if there is 1 hour talk, at least 30 to 40 minutes They discuss about what you will eat and what you will not, and in between, they just use harsh language on Bhagavan Shankaracharya. They are Advaitavadi, very popular international organization. They say Bhagavan Shankaracharya is Mayavadi, Mayavadi. But they forget their Ishta is Sri Chaitanya Dev. And Sri Chaitanya Dev's guru was Keshava Bharati, and another one is from Puri Sampradaya. So both Bharati and Puri belong to Dasnami Sampradaya. So their Ishtadev, Bhagavan Sri Chaitanya, was the part of Dasnami Sampradaya. He is the product of Dasnami Sampradaya, because when he approached, like here in Vivekachudamani, we have seen that the student is coming so devastated that give me the Diksha. I can't live. I can't live, not leave, live. আমি আর পাচ্ছি না থাকতে। এই জীবন আমার কাছে দাবাগ্নি তপ্ত, as it is burnt in the forest fire. And I told you the problem of forest fire is nobody can understand in which route he will get relieved. Samsara is like that. That's why people go to several places. So many temples, so many mannats, so many astrologers, so many tantrics, so many things. So whatever, Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji never introduced Maya word. It is not, Advaita Vad is not Maya Vad. If it is, if you want to name it as Vad, then it is Brahmavad. It's not Mayavad. Mayabad. So it should be Brahmavad. Banglaয় বললে Brahmavad. It's Advaitavad. So where we got the Maya word in Upanishad, in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, in Svetasvatara Upanishad, this Maya Shabda has come. And so if you say Mayavad, Shankaracharya is not the father of Mayavad. Now the thing, where the Viveka, why the Viveka is there, we know how to apply our Viveka. Suppose I love to eat sweets. I love sweets. এবং সেটা যদি একটু বেশ রসের মিষ্টি হয় সেটা আরো ভালো। কিন্তু if anyone says the sweet, there is poison and terrible poison, should I eat? As much as I love, but after knowing that if it is poisonous, each and everyone loves himself or herself first. Another thing, from our childhood, we are having several choices. I like this, I don't like the bitter taste anymore. A lot of people are there, not me. I love bitter taste also. So the thing is, but after having diabetes, when they get to know that what is the worst effect of diabetes, then they start eating or taking so many things what they dislike throughout their lives. I have seen so many people who don't like bitter taste. After having diabetes, they drink the Padma Golancha. One stick is there, that water. I have tasted it. It's terribly bitter, but they drink it, that water, because they want to live. So that is Viveka. That what about my like and dislike, if it kills me, then there will be some adjustment in likes and dislike. That is the Viveka. See, if in your life there are so many past unfulfillment, means this, you if you uh, kept reservation in your mind always, the past fulfillment, that I did not get, that I did not, all such things in your mind, if there is a lot of dissatisfaction and so many reservations, then means you have kept your mind occupied with the sense of a lot of unfulfillment. I did not get that in this life. I wanted to be like that. You know, in my family, so many people comes. Swamiji, I had so much desire. Suppose the ammas, but in childhood I was got married and I could not study. I wanted to start. So many, even after so many years, that unfulfillment, you know, uh, just grab them. বাংলায় যাকে বলে কুড়ে কুড়ে খায়, গিলে গিলে খায়। তাহলে Shanti is a very far off thing. Don't give reservation those things in your mind what bother you. Don't give reservation those things. You have to practice two things. One is forgive, another is forget. Forgive and forget. Forget. See, in forgive, there is a little chance to be arrogant inside. I have forgiven. There is a chance of Dvaita, duality. I am someone else, and the second one is someone else. There should be the duality. Then only forgiveness comes. But you have to start anywhere, na? If you are a bhakta, then and there the mind will, in our mind, the theme, the concept will come, that who am I to forgive? Who am I to forgive? I have committed so many mistakes, yet Bhagavan has forgiven me because hidingly I have done. Mistakes means hidingly I have done. And when people could not understand it, means it is pardoned by the God. আমাদের যত সমস্যা তো ধরা পড়ে গেলে, unless and until we are caught, there is no problem in making nuisance. The main problem is there when we just caught up by anything else. So how the forgetting will come? Is forgetting easier? You can ask me. You can ask yourself. People say sometimes, Swamiji, how should I forget? When you are keeping anything else in your mind means you have given the priority. If you shift your priority, then only it is possible to forget. Then forgetting anything else, anything wrong, will be easy flow, will be very easy. You no need to try anything else. কোনো মা যখন তার প্রথম সন্তানকে হারায়, it's very terrible. But when that same mother gets another baby and get engaged with it, then almost she forgets about the losing of her first baby, because the priority level gets shifted. Clear? Now, see, in Satya Yuga, the priority level was in charitra, character. In Dwapar, in Treta, also the same, lot of things. But in Kali, all the priority means other Shastrakara and Kathakara, they say that in Kali, all the priorities are in nails and hairs. That is why when I go for walking, at least 10 nail nail parlor and so many salons, so many styles of hair and all the people are so much engaged with it. Nail should be arted. Who thought of it? But it is there. The thing is, what is the problem? What is the discussion over here? That our body always or always need attention. Always need. To understand it, you need the subtlety in your thinking process. See, those who are happy with their bondage and problem, Vedanta is not for them. Day before yesterday, I met one person, very nice person, an artist, always sings a devotional song. He's sick and he's aged also. He told that I need only death. ছুটি চাই মহারাজ, ছুটি চাই, আর পারছি না, মুক্তি তো হবে না। Then he told, সত্যি কথা বলতে মুক্তি আমি চাইও না, আমি আবার আসতে চাই। At least since last 50 years, that person is singing devotional songs only. But after, see, when at the age last of his life, he's telling, I don't want liberation. This is the time why I'm telling that you ask yourself, do you really need liberation? Then only Vedanta will speak to you. how many of us need really the liberation, mukti, 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 that I will never come back. Enough is enough. This is the last time. Sadhaka, if a sadhaka is too much body oriented, actually that sadhaka is killing himself or herself. That is the theme what Acharya wanted to tell. That is why to create some, ill feeling or the reality of these things, that the body is nothing but a moving toilet. Because what is there inside the body, if we see outside, we avoid the things. While walking, যদি এক টুকরো মাংস পড়ে থাকে, আমরা একটি এই সাবধান, নোংরা আছে. If there are blood, we avoid that place. And any other filth comes out from this body, we always avoid. And they are in this body. That body is made up of these things: the flame, the urine, the stool, the blood, the fat, the flesh, the bone marrow and the bones, the spitting, everything. This is only the thinnest outer part made this body like that. And we are so much fascinated. Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji just is giving us the reality, the fact that where you are too much fascinated, see the reality of it. If see, without this body we can't do sadhana, it is also true. Because only in Manushya Sharira we can do God realization. So, if it is required, the treatment, if it is sick, do treatment. That's all. But don't be too much fascinated about this body, that Bhagavan Shankaracharya wanted to tell. That is why Jnana Vairagya Siddhyartham Bhiksham Dehi Chaparvati. See, the grihasthas, the householders, are having so many desires and so many ways to fulfill that desire. A sannyasi, it is not correct that a sannyasi has a lot of desires. But where that desire will go, it's getting divided into two: Bhagavan love and getting food. Food, that desire for food is a great problem for a sannyasi. But it is so sensitive issue, not a single place except yoga philosophy. You will never find in any place that any darshana has condemned to eat for a swamis, because yoga philosophy doesn't believe in that sannyasa. Because even in recent in Ramakrishna mission, Holy Mother is praying for food, Bhagavan Sri Ram, because all the desire comes and it becomes centrifugal in food. Why I asked so many swamis? Because they told that, see, if they don't desire it, that because some physical and spiritual, it gets divided. So slowly, it should be shifted to spiritual desire. That is why Bhagavan Shankaracharya it's a great caution for the sannyasis and sadhaka also. Because sadhaka also striving to get rid of samsara and shift their everything else towards the God. That is why bhikshaushadham in sadhana panchakam pratidinam grihyatam, or in mm, annapurna stotram jnana vairagya siddhyartham bhiksham dehi cha parvati. Why the food? The food should be not for the tongue. It is for jnanam and vairagyam. Clear? See, first one is যে নিজের শরীরের মোহ কাটাতে পেরেছে, সে মুক্তিপথের অধিকারী। Who could negate the delusion on his own body, he is really eligible for mukti. And what Shastra has did for us, why so many karma yogas? You know, in Veda, karma kanda is there. Putreshti yajna, dhaneshti yajna, all such things, you know, to fulfill the desire. But the hidden concept was there to reduce the identification with the gross things. That is why all the divine things came. That was the actual purpose of karma, not to acquire a lot of wealth. All the karmas had a hidden thing or sukshma bhava to reduce the body identification or identification with the gross things. So whenever you will shift your identification from gross, so it will be shifted to subtle. Vedanta's purpose is to take you beyond that subtle thing also. That is why he first told that don't be fascinated too much with your own body. Then it tells, don't be fascinated with the other bodies. শুধুমাত্র নিজের শরীরের প্রতি মোহগ্রস্ত হওয়া মহামৃত্যু নয়। The whole universe is nothing but the panchikrita panchamahabhuta. If you don't think in that way, that is also the cause of the great death. What is the example? So many examples. The famous example I just want to tell you, that the example of King Bharata. He left his kingdom. He started living in the forest. He started doing tapasya, terrible penance, celibacy, so many things. And he was about to realize Atma Sakshatkar, self-realization. And suddenly he fallen into love with a very small deer. And suddenly his priority level got shifted. And when such thing happens, you will see it comes with a lot of excuses. Lot of excuses. হরিণের বাচ্চায় কি ভগবান নেই? সবটাই তো ভগবানের সৃষ্টি। এখন আমি যদি অন্য জীবে দয়া করি, সেটা কি খুব অপরাধ? All such excuses and what you can't cut. This is the trick of your own mind. পঞ্চভূতে দয়া করা কি খারাপ? আপনারাই তো বলেন জীবে প্রেম করে যেইজন সেইজন সেবিছে ঈশ্বর, সেইজন সেবিছে ঈশ্বর। If I love anything else with the sense that I am serving God, really there is no problem. But when delusion comes, attachment comes, do we really think that I'm saving God, I'm serving God? Not at all. That is why, when people get deluded in love, not only husband, wife, or girlfriend, boyfriend, people have terrible attachment and delusion for their grandchildren, for their sons and daughters. And out of love, you will see 200 rupees things they purchase in 2000 rupees. Out of delusion, out of Maya. So, Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji just giving us some eye-opening theories. So, 86. Moham jahi mahamrityum dehadara sutadisho yam yitva munayo yanti tad vishnof paramam padam. Moham jahi mahamrityum dehadara sutadisho yam jitva munayo yanti tad vishnof paramam padam. Dehadara sutadishu. In my own body and in others' body of my own wife and own children. This is Mahamrityum. If attraction for own wife is Mahamrityum, then attachment for others' wife, how it is? Dehadara sutadishu Mahamrityum. Moham jahi. Jahi means destroy. What you have to destroy? Moham, dvitiya. Your delusion, your attachment. Moho ke, ashokti ke, nash karo. Yam, that which is jitva, munayaha. Jitva means having done. So having own. Jake joy kore, munayaha. Munihi, muni, munayaha. All the munis. Who are all the munis? You are the muni. Muni means manana shilaha. If you really do meditation and think upon the Vedantic classes, Vedantic teachings, you don't know that you are also on the same path of a Muni. What they think a lot of people does, japa, repetition of Lord's name, mantra, and that Vedantic teachings are also all mantras only. And what is the function of the mantra? Mananatrayate iti mantra. যে মন থেকে তোমাকে মুক্ত করে তাই মন্ত্র। মনেরই তো দাপট, মনই তো আমায় শিখিয়েছে ওরে আইসক্রিমে মজা আছে, ওরে এই বৃষ্টিতে কেউ বেদান্ত শুনতে যায়, অনলাইনে ক্লাস হয়তো, ইউ ক্যান ডু। মন mananatrayate iti mantra. So many people come nearby, but they don't come. At least once in 2 years, they did not visit the mission, but they love the mission. Why they can't come? Their mind has taught and they are enslaved with their mind. যে না না মিশনে গিয়ে আর কি হবে? I'm not telling that they are doing any wrong. আমাদের যত সাজেশন আসে তা মন থেকেই আসে। সেই মন থেকে কে মুক্ত করে? না মন্ত্র। মন্ত্র মানেই যে ওম নমঃ শিবায় বা আমরা দীক্ষা গুরুর কাছ থেকে যে মন্ত্র, উপনিষদিক মন্ত্র ইজ অলসো মন্ত্র। What is telling that Ishavasyam idagum sarvam, that is also mantra. And when we think of that mantra, mananatrayati iti mantra, সেই মন্ত্র who repeats always in their mind, think upon it. They are Muni. So you are the Muni. Don't underestimate yourselves that we are the householder, the common man. No, you are not. You are the chosen fellow of Lord. Consider yourself. So, iti mantraha jitva munayaha, what munider ki hai? Vishnaha tat paramam padam yanti. মুনিরা বিষ্ণুর পরম পদ লাভ করেন। They get the final abode of Vishnu. So Vishnu means Vyapana Shilaha Vishnu. Paramapada means here Niroti Shaya Sukha Swarupa Brahman. I will explain everything, why it is written. Like in Kathopanishad, mantra number 1.3.9. 1.3.9. Vijnana sarathir yastu manah pragrahavan naraha sodhvanah paramapnoti tad vishnof paramam padam. कठोपनिषद। जिन व्यक्ति का बुद्धि रूप सारथी है, the person, the sadhaka, whose intellect is well trained, because our intellect is our driving force. Who is having that sort of driver, only he can control the senses. How? Life, the reins of the horses. When the Kathopanishad was there, then there was no motor car. So their car means horses. In a cart, one horse, two horses, three horses, five horses. So who can control them? Because five horses have five different natures. Who is a great driver, having a lot of experience, only he can control that five horses. Controlling is not the issue. The issue why he has fixed five horses, because he has some purpose to reach the place very quickly. Why Bhagavan has given us that five sense organs equally? Because Bhagavan has some uddesha, purpose, that my dearest children will get liberation quickly. So, but how? It should be controlled. আমি এক বাচ্চাকে জানি, বুঝলেন? সে জন্মের পরে, after his birth, জন্ম কুণ্ডলিনী तैयार हुआ, not by one pandita or astrologers, 8, and each and everyone told that he is a divine child. Ma Saraswati has come herself, and 8 Kundalikar, they told same thing. And you know that child, I know her. She could not pass her class 10th exam after attempting 3 times, because her parents was too much fascinated about the Bhavishyatvani. So they could not, they thought that automatically that Vidya will come. Yes, that girl was very sharp. I knew. So what is there in your Kundali or like that? It's not the thing. How you are living your life. আপনাদের প্রত্যেকের ভাগ্যে আছে কিনা যে you will get a guru, you will get uh, touched into Vedanta and all those things. Otherwise, could you able to come over here? Kintu, if you don't apply that viveka, if you don't come to the class properly, regularly, and if you not only attending the class, if you don't study it, or if you don't think upon it always, then what is the use? It is only wasting of time. Clear? So, Vijnana Sarathir yastu manafragrahavan naraha. তিনি কি করেন? সংসার মার্গের পারে যান, স্বধ্বনঃ পরমাপ্নোতি। আর সেই পরপার কি না? সেই পরপারই হলো বিষ্ণুর সর্বোত্তম অধিষ্ঠান। দ্যাট ইজ স্বধ্বনঃ পরমাপ্নোতি, and that parama padam is tad Vishnaha, tad Vishnav paramam padam. Clear? So here Vyapanashilaha Vishnu means pervasiveness, all pervasive. Vishnu means all pervasive. This is for the sadhakas. It is not for the sannyasis or that. This is for the householders also. What is moha? Have you ever thought that what is moha? When I lose my correct thinking ability, that is moha. What is delusion? Where I lose the ability to think correctly in a correct way, or where I give undue attention and importance to the non-conducive things for my spiritual journey. That is moha. একটা হচ্ছে কি, যখন আমি সঠিকভাবে চিন্তা করতে ভুলে যাই, আমার চিন্তা শক্তি হারাই, বিচার শক্তি হারাই, সেটা মোহ। এবং তার ফলে কি হয় না, যেটা আমার এই সাধন পথের পরিপন্থী, তাতে আমি অযাচিত undue advantage we put forth. Clear? We are Ananda Swarupa, but we think where I will get Ananda, where I will be happy. We search for that. That is moha. Having won over this moha, muni means the contemplating people, munayaha, get the Vishnu pad. It's not like that. See, don't imagine too much, huh? That I will be merged in the body of Vishnu. There is no such that one Vishnu is there in Ananta Sajja, and I will die and my Atma will travel and it will merge into Vishnu. Of course not. Vedanta did not say that like that. Because, apart from Advaita Vedanta, there are 5 kind of liberation in other darshana. Sarupya Mukti, Sajujya Mukti, Salokya Mukti, so many things. But Vedanta has a great concept, which is Jivana Mukti. Satsangatve Nishangatvam, Nisangatve Nirmohatvam, Nirmohatve Nishchalatatvam, Nishchalatatve Jivana Mukti, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate. Vedantic concept is Jivana Mukti, liberation in this very life. That is Tadvishnu of Paramam Padam, and it is possible. So many hundred thousands of sadhakas attended that Jivana Mukti. So this is possible, possible, and possible. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Guru Pyo Namaha. Harihi Om.